Kia ora, it's Hannah. I'm here with my friend Lucy.
Hello.
And we are going to talk about vegan, a few tips and tricks about being vegan.
We've come up with a few questions that most people ask us. We'll just give you what we do in these situations or what we have done. How do you order when you go out to a restaurant with your friends or family? Like, if there's nothing that says vegan on the menu, what do you do?
Because like most people when they go out, they don't go to vegan restaurants. Like sometimes we look for completely vegan restaurants and go there, so it's super easy. But if you're going out with your friends and family that aren't vegan,
and you don't get to choose the restaurant, then sometimes this happens.
If I don't know of the restaurant, like if I haven't been there before, I will ring before I go. I will like always try and ring a few days ahead, and I'll say that on this date we've got how many vegans coming, maybe it's just me or maybe it's several, can they do anything? And you usually get a pretty good idea from that like first phone call. Like sometimes they just don't know what you're talking about, or they might start talking about their vegetarian meals, which obviously have like cheese or egg or whatever in them. So then I'm just kind of like, okay sweet, I'll be getting the bowl of fries, that's all good. Or sometimes they say we don't do anything, but if like thanks for ringing and we can organize something, we'll tell our chef on that evening. Or sometimes they're just like, yeah, we've got an entirely vegan menu, just ask when you come in. And that is like the best when that happens.
That's a very good way to do it actually. It's a very good piece of advice. I always just wing it. I'll just turn up to the restaurant and have a look at the menu. I'll just get the waiter or waitress and I'll say, hey, can we do this without cheese or without this? They usually say, yep, that's fine, and they do that. Or if they say no, then I literally just go for like a side of vegetables and fries, because so it's never a problem.
It's not really a problem when you have to order fries.
You just do what you gotta do.
Or like liquid dinner, you know, just get on the wines.
That's true. Be like really grateful when they, you know.
If they do change something for you,
like, oh my god, thank you so much, that's amazing. And then they'll be like, oh,
maybe we should put that on the menu.
Cool. Do you want to do a question?
Yes. How do you go about like supermarket shopping? How do you know at the supermarket what is vegan and what's not?
Read
everything. All the labels of all the food that you usually buy. Like obviously you're not going to be buying meats or eggs or milk, but even products that you think are vegan or don't have animal products in them, a lot of them do. Milk solids, milk powder, egg, shrimp paste, fish sauce, oyster sauce, all of that whey powder or whey protein, that's a derivative of milk.
But there are definitely heaps of vegan things out there. Like there's always vegan options in pretty much everything you want to buy. Like I've never had a problem with not being able to buy something. What to say to your friends and family when they give you a hard time about your vegan lifestyle?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Especially families the hardest, I think, because especially if you're eating at home.
When you become vegan, right, you've just discovered this whole new lifestyle. It's not just like a diet choice usually. I mean, some people do it just for health, but usually it's a completely new
spiritual transformation.
You go into like, you see the world in a completely different light, and suddenly all these people around you that you love as people don't agree with like a fundamental decision that you've made on your belief system.
Keep researching just so that if you need to have facts, you can have them.
Different people will ask different questions. So even if you've gone vegan for the animals, say, a lot of people will ask questions about the health, and they'll think that you can't be a healthy vegan. So it's really good to just educate yourself on all areas.
Don't do what I did, and I just like attacked my family to begin with. Like I just was like, what are you doing? Like you can't do this, and then it just caused so much conflict. And it's not worth it. You know, you live your life. They'll watch you, and they'll slowly start picking up on things that you're doing and want to know more.
I try and treat it like this like amazing discovery that I found that makes me so much happier, and I try and share it with them in that way and wanting them to share it with me rather than getting angry at them for not.
Do you as best you can, and people will be interested. They always are.
So going over to other people's houses to eat, like getting invited over for a dinner, and I don't know about you, but when people invite me over, they're always like, no need to bring anything. And sometimes they know that I'm a vegan, and sometimes they don't even know, so obviously then I'm like, have to bring something. Or even if they do know and they think that they can cook something vegan,
Yeah,
What do you
especially
do?
like my nana, and she's been like, I've got custard for you, and you're just like, oh, you just have to say no thanks, I'm all good. But always, because they don't like it when you're not eating, so either bring your own food or go through their kitchen and find stuff to put together. If it is your family, you probably have the comfortability to do that. If it's your friends, just bring a plate anyway.
Because ultimately when someone invites you over for dinner, right, they're trying to do a nice thing, and like, you know, and a lot of people have been brought up that it's really rude not to eat what you're served at someone's house, or like it can be a cultural thing as well. It can be perceived really rude, but ultimately you got to keep your integrity and you got to stay true to your beliefs. But I always take food, no matter how many times they tell me don't bring anything. And maybe some people would see that as rude, but I personally see it as like, I'm coming to your house, I'm gonna bring something that I can contribute to the event, and it'll be vegan. It's never for just me to eat. It's not like I bring my own packed meal and get it out while everyone's eating theirs. It's a big dish that everyone can share and enjoy.
You know, make it easy for them, and so that they feel like they're still treating you.
Getting rid of your non-vegan products when you do become vegan. So say if you have like makeup products that aren't vegan or cruelty free, leather items. I did have a few leather items. When I went vegan, I didn't suddenly like get rid of them all or like throw them in the bin. There's no, like, you've already paid that money and you've supported that company that sells those leather items. Unfortunately, like, the deed is already done. Yeah, I got to a point where I didn't want to be walking around wearing those things though, because I didn't want to promote it in any way or like endorse it. So I did want to get rid of them, but I wasn't immediately like, I'm just going to throw them in the trash, because that's not helping anyone. The product is already made, it already exists, you're just creating more waste.
I had a lot of makeup. Some of it I did chuck out just because I was like, but then a lot of like MAC stuff, which was really expensive, I was like, I'm just going to use it till it's done. And then I just won't purchase anymore, because, you know, I'm just not going to vote for that anymore. Chocolate, popcorn, chips, like, do we miss that? No. There's so many vegan good food. Like, there's a whole bakery in Auckland called Tart Bakery.
Go there.
Pies, sausage rolls, pizzas, everything. Like, I gained weight from living too close to that bakery. Almonds, dark chocolate.
I think Whittaker's anything from the 50% onwards is vegan, and it honestly is like the best chocolate you've ever tasted.
Junk food is not a problem if you want to go to the movies or have a movie night at home.
Oreos are vegan. Just randomly.
There's so many things, and I think when you are vegan, you go and explore that. So not encouraging unhealthy eating, but
no,
it is out there, so don't be afraid.
So I think that's all we've got for now, but if there are any other major questions that you have, or if you're really interested in going vegan, like, totally hit me up. I will happily send you out some information or make another video. If you have more questions, just let me know. So thank you so much, and enjoy. Big gang.